Hey, welcome, all my right thinkers. Thanks for tuning in to check out your boy, P Funk. Think it right. Out here in the lab, well, I do what I do for you. I got the heater going. I'm turning it off right now. I'm burning up. Okay, so let's do what we do. Right is 25 rules to live by. Storytelling. Story with a message. Message in the story for life. I got a good lesson for you. Hope you enjoy it. Let's do what we do. Right thinkers' mission is to enlighten, inspire, educate, and motivate every individual to a higher spiritual level of enlightenment, knowing yourself a little bit better. Right thinking's way of life through mental and spiritual discipline daily will help and guide you to attain your goal of reaching spiritual enlightenment, aka know thyself. That's my mission for all my right thinkers to do just that. Today, knowing thyself is a mantra left by our ancestors. This little phrase of all the knowledge that they had, all the greatness that they did, and everything that they invented and came up with, they left us this phrase. I've come to realize why. So let me break it down for you. Let's go on. Know thyself. A person who knows not and knows not that they know not is foolish. Don't be them and disregard them. A person who knows not and knows that they know not is a right thinking student. Why? They're simple. I can teach them. That's why I do what I do for you. I got you covered. I do this. A person who knows not and believe that they know is dangerous. I avoid them. Waste of time. A person who knows and knows not that they know is asleep. Like most people, this time in the morning, it's okay. I'm here to wake you up with what? Knowledge of self. That's why I do what I do for you. A person who knows and knows that they know is wise. Follow them. All these persons reside in you. Right thinkers, know thyself. And to my eye, be true. Today, we're going to take it back to my ancient ancestors. I got a book that I've been reading from for years. It's called Signs and Symbols. Okay, a prime audio man. That means ancient. That means going back. Okay, the concept that's in here is phenomenal. Okay, word from my boys. Let me just show this right quick. This here is, we would think it is the Black Madonna, Isis and Horus. It's the goddess Sebeknet suckling on Horus, which is predates the Egyptian concept, but you see all the regalia is there, but the lesson is this goes back. It passed down from time. This became Isis. Before Isis, it was Seknet. Another lesson. But then we got my man here. You see this guy here? He's called Amsu. Okay. Look familiar? Mm-hmm. The tombstone here, the plumes, they call them plumes, okay? The long cable toe. Masons, cable toe. Sound familiar? Quick lesson. That cable toe is tied around your neck as a mason. And what it signifies is that cable toe is connected to your brother. And when your brother becomes a burden to you, where it's choking you, you need to cut ties. That's what they tell you. Something you got to just cut loose. Yeah, that's the anchor that's holding you down. When it becomes a burden to you, you have to cut it loose. A lot of us hold on. Why? Emotional, irrational reasons. But we don't know how to let it go. I'm not going to hurt myself or put myself in hurt, harm, or danger to help somebody out. Trust me. Been there, done that, ain't happening. What? I don't have no use for that. So there's no purpose to put yourself in that predicament for somebody else. Always self first. But as a brethren, yeah, I will help a brother out if within my ability. We know that. But I'm not going to hurt myself or put my family in danger for no brother. Trust that. Understand that. Okay, quick lesson. Let me get back. The lesson of the day. Right thinkers. Let's talk about signs and symbols and what do they really mean and how we can really understand them. Okay? They call our measuring letters, writings on the pyramids on the wall, hieroglyphs. We didn't call them hieroglyphs. Again, we getting educated by people who we educated. That's still ass backwards for me, but let's understand that. Every time I say something about my ancestors, I gotta either correct it or update it. Why? Because they took everything that we did, flipped it around, and gave my man Infodc. They just flipped it. Okay? They took what we had, flipped it and considered it theirs. But another lesson. But this is my signs and symbols. Why? Because the first way we communicate was through signs. After folklore became signs, or what they call now pictograms. I look at a cash register now. I have no idea what the hell that is. What happened to the numbers? So again, that freaking me out. Why? Because I'm saying stuff that I'm like, what is that? You know. All right, here you go. Let's talk about this thing. Now, Masons, fraternal order of esoteric teachings of signs and symbols and rituals. I was part of that organization, still is. But it's lessons that we teach in that organization that I had an issue with. Why? Why are we hiding it? Why are we, gonna deep it out? You can take that. If it's productive and if it's good, we should share it. So I'm gonna share it. No passwords, no tokens, but I'm gonna share it now. Why? Because it's good knowledge. It do work. So trust me, that's why. And again, that's why I practice Christianity and religious. Why? It works. I just learning about it so I can communicate a little better for those. That's all. But understand this. I understand sign language. Why? Because I studied and I'm I'm a master mason, okay, today. Again, why? With esoteric messaging and learning, I mastered that as a master mason, okay? Signs convey a what? A more mental effect. When you see that sign, that skull and crossbone, you know danger, leave it alone. That's what signs will do for you, is to give you a warning, a heads up. Sometimes inside information. Again, knowing what the esoteric meaning of a lesson is, that's the hidden meaning. Shitanetta is called the hidden meaning, defining hidden, giving you understanding of the hidden. That's what esoteric messaging is. Every group, of people use signs and symbols, rituals, as what? A form of educating their people to what it is they do. When I walk into another Mason, I know how to greet him. He should know how to receive the greeting. This little skew, when I was really into it, I was really hell-bent on addressing another brother. If you're a master and I'm not, you can't greet me as a master. Masters understand that because you're a master, the person you meet, and I teach all my students, that's the number one thing, you meet everybody on the universal grid. The first. You can have 33 degrees. I don't need but one. That's why I tell people, you can go as high as you want. I stayed basic. I kept everything basic. Half of them guys, the higher they go up, they tend to forget the basics. Stick to the basics. They always work. All right. All the other stuff is extra, extravagant, exotic. Yeah, everybody don't need all that nonsense. Okay, just give me what I need. Y'all can take the rest and do what you want. That's called a playground. I'm not a kid. I don't need to be in the playground, or I don't play in the sandbox. When you see that compass and square, you know that the Masons, that's the Mason sign. Okay? You see the cross, you figure they're Christian. The Jews, you see the right, that's theirs. Everybody have something that would resemble a sign and symbol. I wear the pyramid. I wear the eye. All these are signs. I'm wearing a big sign telling you who I am. Calm down. I know, yeah. I get excited. All right, let me put this in perspective again. Signs are what? Message carriers. Street signs. Come on, man. Everywhere you look, there's a sign. It's for a reason. When you go into a town, Rotary Club here, Sonic Lodge here. That means when you're traveling, and traveling men, that means you're going to go somewhere that nobody might going to know you. But I can find me a brother. Quick story. When I went to Jamaica, I'm a weed smoker, so I'm looking for weed. I tell anybody, I can find weed wherever I go. Why? I know what to do. I know what to look for. Went down to the beach. 23 people, hooked up with one of my boys. I didn't know him. Put me on the scooter, took me up in the mountains. I'm saying to myself, dude, really? But it worked out for a long story short. When you know what you know, you can get what you need wherever you go. That's just a quick lesson, all right, for all who live that lifestyle. Remember, I'm street. Wherever I go, take me to the hood. Take me to the hood. I'm comfortable there. This is who I am. All right, here you go. Back to the lesson. Now, we all have tokens, a.k.a. grips, to know what level of masonry and knowledge that you have of what you claim to be. As a master mason, I have at least 3 degrees of masonry. You go to the red house, that takes you from 4 to 7 degrees. Then you go on to larger perfection, you go on to the white house, you move on up, larger consistory, then you wind up as a 32nd degree, knowing what you need to know about yourself. Yeah, you can tell, no, I ain't got time for this nonsense. All right, yeah, I know about the degrees of Masonic order. I just ran them down to you. But the knowledge that comes with each degree comes with more information. This is why, as I was doing studying, I was learning. Most people just there for the glitz and glamour. No, I was there for the knowledge. So I was one of the few. Okay, so yeah, I was the one who did most of the work. When if it's 10 of us, only one gotta prove for everybody else. So I stepped in. But right, you got it? Yeah, I got you. So I did that up until the 32nd degree. I was the one who walked the walk. So I know what I know. So, yeah, this is it. All right, here you go. They was using ancient Egyptian stolen knowledge, and I learned it all, not knowing, but I learned it when I went to Egypt. I'm cussing. Yeah, I'm another lesson. I ain't going there. Let me stick to the lesson, get the signs and symbol. Okay, let's do the sign thing. Now I use the concepts of Masonic teaching in my right thing philosophy. Why? Because I know it has truth in it. I'm going to use that part of it to make my point to my right thinkers. Okay? I brought many brothers into the Masonic order, taught them, educated them, enlightened them, and sent them on their way. I'm doing the same thing with right thinking philosophy. Once you come and learn what you need to learn, you get mastery yourself, you go about your business and do what you got to do. Why? I got other students to teach. I'm not a lifelong teacher. No, I teach and move on. Nah, don't think you're going to have, no, trust me, I'll move. All secret societies have signs and symbols that means more than what you see. Again, we had a phrase. The same tools that a mason, we got operative masons, they work in mortar, they work in brick. They build brick, that's masons. Then we got speculative masonry. That's the esoteric teachings of Masonic order and masonry. Why? The same tool you use to compass a square, level, all those tools you use to build big edifices and beautiful places, you can build yourself in your character the same way. That's where I got that concept from. Years ago. But it still works. Why? It's the truth. Truth don't get old. It just stay what it is. So I got Masonic truth, I got ancient Egyptian truth, I got Greek mythology truth. So I got a whole bunch of stuff going on, hence spiritual combo. That's what I serve, conceptually. Okay, so this is signs and symbols. Let me get back. I went way on course. Here you go. They say a boat is never on course as long as it gets its destiny in the end. So you can go all around. You can do it, like Magellan and Columbus. You get lost, and when you hit somewhere, this is it. So conceptually. Here you go. Symbols always mean more than just what you see. There's a hidden meaning behind the symbol, and with those who know that, that's how we communicate to one another. If I go somewhere, only people who know what that means will in return. So we're going to negotiate. I got my knowledge from Masonic order. First thing my father did say, come here. Hit me up. Dude, really? So another lesson, he knew Masonic secrets too. Okay, here you go. Christians wear a cross. Muslims wear the crescent in the sword. Yeah, I wear my eye. And I've been told, people think that I'm Illuminati because I wear pyramids. No, it represents the Giza Plateau. Person represents me in 3 generations. Me, my son, and my grandson. Or my father, me, and my son. However you want to do it. But it's symbolic. Again, there's a hidden message behind what I do. Signs. These are all signs. Outwardly, I'm telling you, this is what I do. But until you come in or tune in, you don't know what I really do. But I do what I do for you. Educate you. Here you go. Signs and signs send an inner meaning message to those who understand the symbology of what it is. Symbology is a way of life. Why? Because you can talk in somebody's face and they never know what you're talking about. Okay, understand that. I teach, here we go, esoteric knowledge, hidden knowledge. Why? Because coded knowledge is for the enlightened ones. Everybody's not going to get the message. Everybody's not going to understand the lesson. It ain't for everybody. Some people could care less about esoteric knowledge. Ignorance, okay. The general public, here we go, some people, general public, will not notice the hidden meanings of signs and symbols. Why? They could care less. It means nothing to them. That's why. And those who run the Illuminatis who know the sign, if you can see the sign, you can pretty much know what's going on. You're in the mix, so to speak. Back in the day, we talked on the street, you call it jive. Right now, they call it ebonics. The language that we speak on the street, you can't take that to corporate America. But guess what? Corporate America trying to emulate us. We ain't trying to be walking around corporate. We do what we do. Corporate America want to emulate us. So understand that we're trendsetters. But why all the trends got to be bad? Let's start setting good trends. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think. All right, here you go. Back to the lesson. We use signs again. Signs, a grip, a token to know one another in the crowd or in the dark room. If I can make a gesture, I can find out if I got another brother. Okay? By what? A sign, a grip, or distinct knocks. These are things that you use to recognize another brother. That's all they are. Again, traveling men, when the builders of the cathedrals, the masons, once they build the building, their job is over. Now we got to do what? Travel to get what? More work. So if I come up on a job site where construction is going, when I'm a master mason, what I do, go to the man who's in charge, hit him up, tell him who I am, prove myself. I got a job. That was a way of life. Hence, traveling men. But you had something. You had a skill. You had a craft. You had skills to pay the bills, so to speak. That's what trade schools are for. That's what business, all that stuff to give you a trade that you can survive in the world. Masons have been doing this for a long time. Secret order. The secret, what we do behind closed doors is a secret, but everybody know what a Mason is. Right? Things is the same way. We got our own thing. Don't worry about it. I'll give you some signs and some grips and we can. Everybody want to be a gang. We've been doing that for a long while. They see it. When I see the brothers hugging, giving love, they got that from the Masons. I know that. But it's the way to greet a brother, and you can either whisper words of encouragement or give heed for warning. So it was mouth to ear, or breast to breast. These are things that you communicated by. So again, more signs that we use to do what? Communicate to one another. In public, you have to do it. There you go. Where we at? Signs are used for esoteric teaching. Right thinking philosophy knows them all. Again, I love teaching about my Egyptian god and goddesses by symbols. Why? Because that's where it comes from. You see that? The spirit is represented by what? The hawk, the falcon, the bird. Why? And look what he got in his hand. Look familiar? Okay, this is life. He don't have arrows. Get back. This was the original concept, okay? They stole everything. In the words of Little Richard, they stole everything. On that one, I agree. Let me wrap this up. All right. Right thinking philosophy is all about the hidden meaning and the signs and symbols of the occult. Why? Because we can use it to our advantage also. We can become an occult. Come together, understand what we're doing, and then we can make up our own thing. They do it all the time. They call fraternities, sororities. All right, here you go. I had this hidden secret message that will give you knowledge of self. I know the secrets. All right. You teach spiritual truth with signs and symbols along with the mythology. You tell a story, you show things, explain it to them, break it down. I love doing that. Why? Because it gives you a better perspective, and now you understand what it is you're following, what is you're part of. You want to know Maya? I break Maya down for you. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Ra, here you go. The Ra sign is what? The sun disk with wings on it. Okay, Our set sign is the throne on top of her head. She's the kingmaker. She's the queen. Okay, she makes king. Haru, again, here we go. This is Haru. Okay, Yahweh have Jesus on the cross. That's the Christian's concept. But again, everybody got signs of what they represent. There's a meaning behind that. Okay, understand that. Last one. Signs, the language of what? Codes amongst each others, not outwardly. Everything that you do esoteric is hidden. Why? So the masses won't get it. It'll be right in front of their face. When he knew that, every sign I can break every sign that they got out there. Why? Because they took them and used it for another purpose. Not, Masonic, we use speculative masonry as human beings to give us a far more noble and glorious purpose for yourself. Raise yourself to be something to be revered and respected. Masons at one time, in order to be one, you had to ask one. We don't solicit. We don't go around and say, yo, man, come on, be me. I never offer nobody to my lives. I just show and tell. That's it. That's how it's done. Okay, let me wrap this up. Oh man, I'm really past time. All right, here you go. I can talk my Masonic brothers with a flash. I can talk to my Masonic brothers with a flash of a sign or, again, I don't know what that is. At every advanced level of masonry, you learn about more signs and symbols so that you can be more communicative to people at the next level, higher levels. Masonic is all about level. The more you rise, in the order, the more knowledge and the secrets you will obtain. Supposedly. But most guys don't study. They just go along with the flow and they give honorary degrees. I hate that. Okay, here you go. I'm a master, sign and symbol knower. I live in the world of signs and symbols. Been doing it for over 30 years again. So trust me, now I got signs and symbols of my Egyptians. Last one. I appreciate you tuning in. Hope the lesson was good for you. I enjoy giving it. I'm waiting for this one. The spiritual knowledge is hidden in the signs and symbols. That's how they teach. That's how I keep trying to show you. This means I can see with this eye. That means I see inside. I see you with these eyes. I need to see me with the third eye. That's the one that God uses. That's the spiritual eye, they call it. I appreciate you tuning in. I got more lessons for you. I got to go right now, though. I'll be back. Thank you.